The European Union is stepping up its attempts to improve relations with Turkey, with an emphasis on increasing commercial ties by 2024. This is despite Turkey's rising interest in the BRICS, which it sees as a strategic alternative due to displeasure with Brussels' slow growth. Why does Turkey want to join the BRICS? Economically, BRICS membership might open up new markets for Turkish goods and services. The bloc accounts for over 40% of the world's population and a sizable percentage of global GDP, creating enormous prospects for trade expansion. Furthermore, Turkey may gain from greater investment and technology transfers from BRICS countries, particularly China and Russia. These collaborations could help Turkey's technology capabilities and infrastructural development, which are critical for economic progress. Furthermore, BRICS is seeking to reduce its dependency on the US dollar by encouraging local currency transactions and developing a new reserve currency. This is consistent with Turkey's desire to improve financial stability and reduce exposure to currency swings. Geopolitically, by joining BRICS, Turkey seeks to balance its connections with Western countries and increase its influence in a multipolar global order. This action is viewed as a method for Turkey to boost its geopolitical position while maintaining its connections with NATO and the EU. Furthermore, Turkey intends to take a more active role in global governance by associating with the BRICS, which advocates for a more equitable international system. This approach is consistent with Turkey's critique of the existing Western-dominated global order and its desire for more inclusive decision-making processes at the international level. Simultaneously, the EU has increased its attempts to attract Turkey by seeking to renew and modernize the customs union. The purpose is to increase collaboration in service delivery, public procurement, and sustainable development. This program also intends to reduce trade irritants and improve migration management, both of which are significant components of the 2016 EU-Turkey agreement. Despite these attempts, Turkey has shown an interest in joining the BRICS, hoping to diversify its economic contacts and deepen ties with non-Western powers. This desire is consistent with Turkey's broader foreign policy objectives of increasing its influence and economic ties beyond conventional Western alliances. The history of Turkey's candidacy to join the European Union is one of determination and ambition. Turkey's path to EU membership has been lengthy and complicated, marked by various ups and downs since the mid-20th century. The relationship officially began in 1959, when Turkey requested for associate membership in the European Economic Community, which was confirmed by the Ankara Agreement of 1963. This agreement sought to economically integrate Turkey with the EEC, paving the way for future full membership. Turkey presented a formal application for full EEC membership in 1987, but the European Commission postponed the decision, citing Turkey's economic and political circumstances, poor relations with Greece, and the Cyprus crisis as hurdles. Despite this, Turkey continued to conform to European norms and entered the EU Customs Union in 1996, thereby increasing its economic cooperation with the EU. A big breakthrough happened in 1999 during the Helsinki European Council, when Turkey was officially recognized as a candidate for EU membership. Accession negotiations officially began in 2005, but progress has been slow and riddled with difficulties. By 2021, just 16 of the 35 negotiation chapters had been opened, with one already completed and another conditionally concluded. EU member nations, particularly France and Germany, have expressed worry over Turkey's human rights record, democratic backsliding, and press freedom. These problems have been compounded by the failed coup in 2016 and following constitutional revisions under President Erdogan, which have concentrated power and curbed democratic liberties. Furthermore, the continuing issue between Turkey and Cyprus remains a major impediment. The EU wants this disagreement to be resolved before Turkey can become a full member. Turkey's military presence in northern Cyprus, as well as territorial issues with Greece, further complicate the accession process. Perceived cultural disparities between Turkey and EU members, notably among Turkey's Muslim-majority population, have sparked discussions regarding Turkey's compatibility with the EU's secular and liberal ideals. What alternative possibilities is Turkey considering? The Turkish government has increasingly sought alternatives to the EU's long-stalled integration process, focusing on other international organizations such as the Shanghai Cooperation Organization and the BRICS Group. This move reflects Ankara's displeasure with the lack of progress in EU negotiations, as well as its determination to increase its worldwide influence. Turkey has been an observer in the SCO since 2012 and has indicated a strong desire to become a full member. However, President Erdogan has actively participated in SCO summits, indicating Turkey's geopolitical shift toward this China-led alliance. The SCO contains important regional countries such as China, Russia, India, and Pakistan, giving Turkey a platform to expand its geopolitical influence in Eurasia. Erdogan's attendance at the upcoming SCO meeting in Kazakhstan reinforces Turkey's commitment to expanding ties with the organization. Turkey has also shown an interest in joining the BRICS group, which includes Brazil, Russia, India, and Pakistan, China, and South Africa. Russian President Vladimir Putin has openly endorsed Turkey's bid to join the BRICS, highlighting the significance of promoting tighter economic and security cooperation among member countries. Turkish Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan has been actively engaged with BRICS leaders, attending BRICS Plus meetings and pressing for Turkey's participation. This move is viewed as a means for Turkey to diversify its international alliances and reduce reliance on Western-dominated institutions. Turkey's participation in both the SCO and the BRICS demonstrates its flexible foreign policy stance, which seeks to balance connections between Western allies and developing global powers. This strategy enables Turkey to capitalize on its unique geopolitical position, while also seeking benefits from different foreign partnerships. However, this move has created concerns in the West about Turkey's long-term geopolitical direction, notably its ties to NATO and other Western allies. The European Union is currently preparing a comprehensive three-stage plan to strengthen its engagement with Turkey. This approach includes boosting the frequency of high-level meetings, reactivating operations of the European Investment Bank in Turkey, and eventually launching talks to reform the two organizations' customs union. The EU intends to hold more high-level conversations with Turkey, concentrating on major issues such as trade, energy, and migration. These sessions aim to address and resolve outstanding issues, develop bilateral relations, and pave the path for further economic and political collaboration. The European Investment Bank, which has reduced its operations in Turkey due to political and economic concerns, is ready to revive them. This step is likely to encourage large investments in Turkish infrastructure and development projects, strengthening economic connections and promoting mutual progress. The customs union between the EU and Turkey, formed in 1995, is due for an overhaul. The modernization negotiations will seek to broaden the scope of the customs union to cover agriculture, services, and government procurement. This will not only streamline trade rules, but also address present trade irritants and bring Turkey closer to EU norms. Turkey's recent interest in joining BRICS demonstrates a strategy move toward broadening international alliances and decreasing reliance on Western-dominated institutions. Here are the most recent developments and potential ramifications of Turkey's bid to join BRICS. Turkish Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan reaffirmed Turkey's renewed interest in joining the BRICS. He highlighted that Turkey does not regard BRICS as an alternative to NATO or the EU, but rather as a complementary platform for strengthening its economic links and global influence. Russia has shown strong support for Turkey's desire to join the BRICS. Russian President Vladimir Putin has welcomed Turkey's involvement and said the issue will be reviewed at the next BRICS meetings. High-level visits and meetings between Turkish and BRICS member country officials have increased. For example, Fidan's visit to China included discussions on strengthening economic cooperation with China, indicating a willingness to increase imports of Turkish commodities and strengthen bilateral relations. But why is Germany opposed to Turkey joining the EU? The enormous number of Turkish citizens who live and work in Germany has had a considerable impact on Germany's stance toward Turkey's potential EU membership. The Turkish diaspora in Germany, one of the country's major immigrant groups, has far-reaching ramifications for German-Turkish relations and EU-Turkey negotiations. First and foremost, the Turkish community in Germany is strongly divided, with strong political and cultural links to Turkey. The Turkish government frequently influences this separation by aggressively engaging with its diaspora to gather support for domestic initiatives. President Erdogan's administration has taken advantage of this link, particularly through organizations such as the Union of European Turkish Democrats and religious institutions like DTB, which have become vehicles for political mobilization and influence in Germany. This involvement has raised tensions within the Turkish community in Germany, as well as between the Turkish community and the rest of German society. Second, the political and social activities of the Turkish diaspora in Germany have occasionally resulted in diplomatic confrontations. For example, Erdogan's rhetoric and political actions, such as accusing Germany of Nazi practices and the contentious Turkish referendums, have strained relations. Germany's concerns about Turkey's human rights record, democratic regression, and foreign policy initiatives like military deployments in Syria and conflicts in the Eastern Mediterranean are escalating these tensions. These diplomatic issues influence Germany's reluctance to support Turkey's EU entry. The EU, particularly Germany, has criticized Turkey's authoritarian inclinations and human rights violations, which are incompatible with the EU's democratic norms and legal requirements. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more great content. We'd love to hear your thoughts. See you in the next video.